So it's Tuesday, June 11th. As you can see, might not seem like a big deal, but I'm a quarter of the way through the Appalachian Trail, a couple miles into my trip today. And you can see sunshine, first sun in about 5 days. So again, I took 2 days off. I'm not happy about it. And with the travel issues I had getting here, I'm like way behind. But in the long run, I might not get the miles I wanted to this year, but I'm going to get a lot more because of the rest. My heels, my feet just got trashed on Saturday. So, I don't know what else I was going to say. Just a couple footsteps on the Appalachian Trail. I'm just north of Atkins. My favorite game today so far has been, what am I stepping in? Because of all the rain, there's just a ton of mud. And about a mile of my trek today was through cow pastures. And so, I had to ask myself multiple times, what am I stepping in? It's a fun game, gets you through the day. So hopefully everyone's enjoying their Tuesday morning. It's about 8:35, 8:40 here on the East Coast. And on I go. Good evening. It is Tuesday, June 11th. I made it to Not Mall Shelter. Sounds like a trading town in Star Wars. Did about 15 miles today. It's kind of like an obstacle course. I'm going to get water right now. You can come along. First of all, it was crazy muddy. I told you about the game. What did I step in? Unfortunately, there was a few times where I knew exactly what I stepped in, and then the game's not so fun anymore. They also have a lot of styles and ways to keep the cattle in and out, so you have to climb up and down them, in and out. And then it was just, I got lost twice. Well, I didn't get lost, I just went the wrong way twice. I guess that is lost. The first time I just had my head down going straight, and I just crossed over this barrier. Didn't know it was a barrier until the trail starts closing up, and then I'm like in the middle of like nowhere. So I kind of freaked out and just retraced my steps. Luckily, it's very obvious where I'd missed my step, but with all the mud, you're just like looking straight down all the time. The second time I crossed a road, and it looked like you went through a fence into a pasture. The gate to the fence was closed and locked. And so what I thought was, oh, this is another fun obstacle, so I just climbed over the fence. And I went through trails in and out. I realized that they were like cattle trails for the herd. Retraced my step. I probably went a half mile in the wrong direction, and I'm like in the middle of a field, and I'm watching these hikers just walk by, down by the road. So I shook my head, went back, and then I looked down the road, and you could see some arrows pointing in the direction. That was my fault. I did about 15 miles today. My feet feel really good. It's amazing what a day or two off your feet after hiking for 5-6 days will do. But my feet feel great. I wrapped them up with this gluco tape that I heard about. It stuck the entire day, including the sweat and the mud and all that. So my feet will dry out. I have a 20-mile day ahead of me tomorrow. It's supposed to be partly sunny, partly cloudy, with some showers in the afternoon. Nothing like what we've had. And today was absolutely gorgeous. The sun's been out all day long. So that 15 miles I did felt really nice. So let's see. I don't know what else is going on. Nobody else is at the shelter right now. It's about 5:45 here. I'm really hoping to get up early to knock out that 20 miles. Because that's about 10 hours of hiking, maybe less. I've been getting my endurance built up, going a little faster. So it's nice when you arrive like I did today, to your destination earlier than you had planned. So I think I have about 2 more weeks on the trail. With transportation in the rain, it kind of really knocked my 400-mile goal, but I think I can knock out like 260, 270, which is fine. Like I said, I would rather do it than try to attempt something larger and then get hurt and get nothing done. So my motto the entire time, from the Greyhound mayhem to the rain, is it could always be worse. And I'm healthy, I'm walking. I am a little sore, but it could always be worse. So, once again, it is June 11th, quarter till 6 p.m. here on the East Coast. Wet Dog signing out. Send some more videos and whatnot. As soon as I can, I'll be in a hostel area. Today is Tuesday, sometime around Saturday maybe. We'll see. Anyway, have a great night. I'll talk to you. So, my post is not going to be very long because today was a crazy day. Endless PUDs. The word of the day is PUD, or acronym. PUD stands for pointless ups and downs. I spent 20 miles going up and down, up and down, up and down with zero relief. You know, a lot of time you'll go up and then it straightens out. You'll go down, it straightens out. Not today. Just up, down, up, down, up, down. Forever, felt like. It's about 6:15. I did my 20 miles. I'm really sore. I like jammed my wrist when I slipped a couple days ago, and I don't think it's getting any better. It feels like it's getting worse. But on the bright side, I passed my 100-mile mark for this trip. I've done about 108. And I've done 35 the last 2 days, so that's pretty sweet. Kind of planning on getting to a hostel either Saturday or Sunday. It's Wednesday. And then really making a decision about how far I'm going to go. I definitely want to get over the 200 mark. Again, it goes down to finding basically kind of where you want to finish mile-wise, but in a place that you can get transportation out of to an airport. So that's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I'm really tired. My feet hurt. I'm not hurt other than my wrist. It's really bothering me. It's like I have to filter my water. And you got to squeeze the water into your bag. And it's like painful just to do that. But another day. Still walking. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I'm going to shelter it again. I just always get so nervous about waking up in the middle of the night and rain in my tent. It's rainproof, but it takes one little tear or a ton of rain and it doesn't matter anymore. You just get wet. So I slept last night at the Not Mall shelter. I slept really well, oddly enough, and I was the only one in there for the first time. So I was happy about that, because especially when you're by yourself, you don't have other people around, you lose that like little sense of security. And you hear all the sounds. Everything sounds like a bear scratching on the back of the shelter. So that's about it. So 108 miles in for this trip. I've crossed the 500-mile plateau and the quarter way on the Appalachian Trail thus far. I saw some deer today. Outside of that, so far so good. Rest up tonight, 13 miles tomorrow, shorter day. Talk to you later. Welcome from, what is this place? Helvey's Mill Shelter. It is Thursday, June 13th. Did about 13.5 miles today. It was an awesome hike. Really beat yesterday's. Yesterday's was horrible. I'm getting so, I look like I live out here. just an easy hike today. And then about 11 miles in, you go to a road that you have to hike an overpass and then go down this road. But right there is a little outpost called Bushy Mountain, and they make burgers and they have sodas and stuff like that. So bought myself a cheeseburger, bacon cheeseburger. It's totally awesome, but then I had to hike another couple miles and that totally sucked, but it was worth it. So I'm up here. The weather was pretty good today. A little shower, but it didn't cause any damage. I know there's supposed to be rain coming soon, but I don't know when. So I'm going to stay at this shelter again. It just makes it easier to get up in the morning, not having to take the tent down. And then, of course, if the rain comes, it's the golden hour. Do you see that? Oh! If it rains at night, the tent gets wet, even if it's dry inside, and then you have to hike with a wet tent. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to do like only 10 tomorrow, and then I'm going to do 22 on Saturday, which should take me to this hostel called Woods Hole. And then I'll probably take Sunday off. And then between Saturday night and Sunday, I'll figure out how much farther I'm going to go. I'll get definitely over 200 miles. I'm getting really close to the 600 mile mark on the AT, which is sweet. I just finished 122 miles today for this trip. And my feet are getting better. My wrist is actually feeling better today. It's just one day at a time kind of thing. But the service, there's no internet anywhere. The service out here is pretty treacherous, so I think that's about it. I think I'm losing myself out here. I also am near the place that dude got whacked a month ago. So it's kind of eerie. I'm out here by myself. I think there's an older dude, his name's Classic Rock, coming through and staying here tonight. If not, I'm going to be all by myself, and that's scary, especially under the circumstances of a month ago. Anyway, I have no idea where the preview's at over here. It's kind of, there's just, the water is a third of a mile down the hill in front of the shelter. I actually went down there when I got here, filled up. There's 2-gallon jugs. I filled them up, and another hiker, Fastballs, came through. He's from Montreal. Cool dude. I met him this morning, and we've passed each other back and forth all day. But he's going to head on, and then he'll be in Pearisburg near where I'll be Saturday and Sunday, so we might catch up. He's a really cool dude. He's hiked the Pacific Coast Trail already. He's going to hike the AT this year, and then in 2 years from now, he's going to do the Continental Divide, so gotta give props to those folks. So, anyway, I am just north of Bland, Virginia. Sorry. I'm just kind of taking it easy. It's 5:30 here. I need a shave. I hope everything's going well at the Burke, the 505. I am starting to get ready. I am looking forward to getting back home. I have a lot to do with the new house that I bought. I don't know if I told a lot of people, but I did buy a little new house just for me and for my dog. That's all I need at this point. Anyway, I think that's it for the day. It's going to be kind of breezy and chilly up here. Hope for good weather tomorrow as well. And everyone take it easy. I had to take a video of this. It's a suspension bridge over this creek. It's crazy wobbly. Man. Boingy, 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 boingy. Crazy. Good evening. It is Friday, June 14th. I was supposed to do a short day today to shelter about 10 miles, and then I got to that shelter earlier than I thought, and I said screw it, so I did another 7, and I got to this It's called Trent Groceries. It's outside of Pearisburg, Virginia. They have some camping next to the grocery. There's a sawmill over there, but it's $6 to camp. So I figured do that extra 7, which will kind of save my day tomorrow, because tomorrow's supposed to be 20 miles. So, and then tomorrow I'll get into Woods Hole Hostel, which is right outside Pearisburg, and then get to take a shower, get cleaned up, and then take Sunday off, and then I'll be able to figure out how I'm getting home. I'm going to try to get home Wednesday the 26th or 27th, so I still have about 100 miles to hike. But this is kind of like the little campground area. It's kind of cool. It's not supposed to rain, so I'm going to tent it out. I've got my tent set up. And then it saved me 3 hours doing the extra hiking today, so I have a little extra time to kind of just it's supposed to get cold tonight, like 48 degrees. So, little creek in the back. And that's the bathhouse. You can take a bath if you want, a shower. I'm not going to wait till I get in. No fun taking a shower and then putting dirty clothes on. So, I've done, let's see, 122, almost 140 miles. So, we're getting there. And I crossed the 600 mile mark for the entire trip. And hopefully in the next couple days I'll cross the 700. So just checking in once again outside Pearisburg. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I will be putting the videos out probably Sunday. See ya. Greetings from Woods Hole Hostel right outside Pearisburg, Virginia. It's Sunday, June 16th. I have completed 152 miles of my trek so far. That's the bathhouse there, bunkhouse, main cabin. 1880s cabin that they kind of restored and then have added on. It's like a communal group out here. They kind of encourage you to help prepare the meals, help clean up around. They have goats and pigs and cows. It's a really neat place, kind of tucked away in the woods. Decided to take the day off here so I could kind of rest and then prepare for my final 100 miles, which I scheduled out last night, and then bought my plane tickets for next Wednesday. So I should be arriving in Daleville, Virginia in about a week, and then I'll be in Daleville for a day or two, and then I'll have a shuttle to Roanoke, and then they'll take me to the airport Wednesday. So everything's good. There's supposed to be rain coming in, so I did schedule myself a little extra time to get there. So hopefully it doesn't take too much longer. Hopefully I get there a little quicker than I scheduled, but yeah, everything's good. I'll be going into town a little bit later today to get some supplies I need, maybe get some stuff to shave. But it's a really neat place, and obviously the weather's been really nice, so that rain is due, but hopefully it's not too bad. So I'll be posting all these videos, and then I will be checking in with everyone throughout the week, and then I'll see you all soon. Have a good rest of the weekend.